Hey, yo, no. Guess, guess. Well, first of all, you came back. But you're going to find yourself leaving people behind. As hard as it may seem, as hard as it is to accept, you're going to find yourself leaving people behind. Now, I have to be honest to say, I'm one that believes that all people can manifest together. However, if you find later on you learn in life that some people, regardless of what you do, they do not want to do it with you, or they do not want you to be the leader of the pack. Therefore, they will make ways to change the things that you trying to move over into the next. Not a lot of people like to say dimension because we're at a different time in a different place. But me, I like to say change. And the reason why it's changed because anything that change, and if you have understanding of change, you understand that things will be different. But in a dimension is quite different because a dimension brings change, but within that change, there's different matters that make up this dimension. And you have to focus on all the matters that's going on in this dimension. Something like time travel. That type of thing. It's a dimension brings more detailed information, more precise information. Like a dimension, in that dimension, you know the weather, the time, whether it was real dark or whether it was real light. But in change, with change, you either change it from this area to that area, or you are making change from within. And in within, there's not that many things that gather together to make you as it does a dimension when it comes to change. Now, you may find yourself going on a change that seemed like a dimension, like, let's say you have to go far away, you have to go on vacation, and you have to, where you're going is not the same place, it's totally different, but you made a choice to go there and make change, to obviously go there and see what can I learn to get me further to the point that I want to. Just walk away. Just walk away, because if you don't walk away, other people won't understand or they won't support the things that you want to accomplish. And it's unfortunate, but we learn this in life. And as I sit here right now, I'm starting to wonder about the things and the places that I have to go. Some will be change, some will be a dimensional change, which means travel, time, date, whether it's day or night, and people. I wanted to really stress how I feel about this change, because this change is not acceptable to many. I mean, you're talking about I have to walk away. I have to walk from the people that I know, from the people that I'm usually associated with. The people that I thought I can trust. And later on, you're going to learn that the things that you thought you knew about this person is obviously not true. Therefore, that's the reason why you walk. Or you may not have the support that you thought you had, that this person seemed to give off to you. But then you look and you say, Is it a real support, or just this person just want me around so they can know everything that I'm doing? Those are the things that will come to you later, and as you continue to embark upon change. With change, you have to either be motivated to the point that, okay, yesterday they asked me to join this tent that they have. They're about to bring a tent up, and in that tent, they're going to start inviting people in the community to come over and test their new product. But yet, when I asked, well, can I put my tent next to yours because I have a product and I want to expose it to the community and let them know that it's good just as well as you. But then the person will come and say, well, no, this is mine. And you got to respect that, because everybody has the right to decide whether they want to work with you or work alone. But be respectable about how you respond to the answer and everything that happens. And then you'll be able to clearly walk away with no, I won't say it's not regrets, with no fashion of people thinking that you're jealous or you don't care or you all about you got a big head. And it's never that. It's just that you're both clashing. Because some people can get together and have a tent next to each other with different products. But obviously this person is not in agreement to allow you to move into a place that allows you to grow. So as they continue to do that to you, you have to sit back, and I had to sit back and I had to say, which I already knew through observing. I said, let me observe this. Let me see what's going on. Why is this person so concerned about what I'm doing, but when I ask the person what they doing, they don't want to give me no feedback? That's when you find yourself as a business person or somebody's personally at home who's taking care of family, who don't want people to interfere in the way you raise your family. You know, they can have input, everybody can have input, but to interfere is two different things. Why? Because you're interfering in the things that I believe to be true to help my family. So therefore, if my family falls short, I cannot tell whether it was your decision or my decision that made them make change. So therefore, that's why you find yourself walking away, because you can see that there is an interference in how you want to handle matters. For example, let's say my daughter graduated from college and she wants to buy a house. Well, my neighbor goes house shopping with my daughter and purchases a house with my daughter. Now, as for you, you have certain qualities, you have certain content you want to put into the head of your child to let your child know this is what you need to do, or maybe we can agree to meet somebody else who can give you true information on how to not just purchase a house, but get a better bargain price than what you think. Maybe there are steps that you wanted to make that this individual just went out and just bought a house, and the house was just too much for your child. Now that is an example of why some people walk away from certain friends and family, because when they try to make their own decision for their family, there is an interference. So therefore, you have to decide whether I have to make the decision to walk away. And unfortunately, you'll find yourself leaving where you at or the people around you, because the way they think is totally different from you. They don't allow you to grow. Why they don't allow you to grow? Because they believe that you are not able to, are capable, whichever word you choose to use, to move forward and make certain decisions that will be beneficial to anyone. Because a lot of people think, oh, they know it all, and nobody knows it all. But it would be great if the neighbor would have came to you first. That's just a respectable thing to do. So you find yourself making certain decisions, looking at certain things, and saying to myself, well, maybe this is not the right choice for me to be here, me or my child. Maybe we have to leave. And then you move on and you go towards other goals and other things that you have to do, because right now your biggest goal was to remove the obstacle out the way, to walk away from the people that you probably trust, or at least you thought you can trust at one time. But the respectable thing is when you could know that a person will come to you regardless of the fact and discuss anything with you when it comes to your child, your money, your job, and your future. Because a lot of friends discuss future. A lot of friends, let's say I'm with somebody and they get a good retirement fund, one that's away from the job, one that's associated throughout a 500 company, and they let you know about it. Now that is good. That's something positive. That's something which I know I wouldn't have to leave this person. I see that this person has interest in me, and this person is not trying to be nosy about it. They just gave me the information and allowed me to run with it. And as I continue to look at this person and I see that this person's behavior is totally different from the other person that I left, only because what you achieved in life or what you decided to make yours is possible, that you were able to come across the very essence of understanding that if I walk away from this individual, I can get closer to the individual that is teaching me something. And that's when you're moving from one level to the next level, which will allow you to grow. And unfortunate, when you walk away, it's not easy. It's going to take time. Especially if you know the person for a minute and you enjoy the person's company, you're going to just have to chump it up and you're just going to have to leave. Because if not, if you don't leave, then you're going to find yourself in the same situation again. Because if somebody don't respect you in your first decision or come to you out of respect on the first decision, then you have to sit back and understand that they're not going to do it on the second. And that's when you make certain decisions so that you can survive. It's let's pinpoint, it's a survival kit. When you got a survival kit in a cabinet. Now let's say I have a survival kit in the cabinet. You are your survival kit. Just imagine a survival kit. It has everything. You are able to think. You are able to speak. You are able to maneuver your arms, your hands, your legs. You are able to make certain decisions when it comes to the brain. You are fully equipped with everything you need, as if you would open up a kit for a medicine cabinet.